5. All right, guys, the recording's on. All right, so this one. You have to start with your distributive property. So you have to go 6 times that, 6 times that, and 6 times that. All right, so 6 times x cubed is good. 6 times x squared.
X squared. 6 times negative 3.
Is
Negative 18.
good. All right, so there's your first one. Then minus. Whoop.
I thought that was yours.
Hold on. So 4 times 2,
8 squared.
8x cubed. 4 times negative 3,
Negative 12.
alright, so we start this just like we do the addition. 3, 2, there's no x. So we got 6x cubed plus 6x squared plus 0 x's minus 18. So that way we have our every column. Now, this negative right here, what does that negative sign say? The opposite of. So I need the opposite of 8x cubed. Negative. So the opposite of negative 12. So 12x squared, and that's positive. How many x's do I have?
0.
So plus 0x. How many just constant numbers do I have?
9.
So plus 0. All right. So now I do each column. Negative 18 plus 0.
Negative 18.
Negative 18.
0 is
6 plus 12.
18.
18x squared. And 6 minus 8.
Is it negative 2?
Yes.
Plus 18.
All right.
Again, with our plus sign.
Hold on. So that's a positive 18. Good. So your answer in standard form would be negative 2x cubed plus 18x squared minus 18. Somebody said? Pass. All right. Any other questions?
Do number 34 is.
Can you do 44?
All right. 34. And 44. Let's do number 44 first. All right. Number 44. All right. So the first thing that you do is your distributive property, because we have one number on the outside of parentheses and an expression inside. All right, so you start with 5 times 3. That's 15. X cubed times x to the 1. X to the 4. So 5, so this is going to be a minus. 5 times 4. And there's no variable here, so it keeps the first one. That's your answer.
Okay, now go to 34.
All right, number 34. $34. All right. So I'm going to start off with my distributive property because of this problem right here. So negative 2 times x squared. Negative 2, so that's going to be plus. Nope, not going to be plus. Negative 2 times positive, negative 2x minus 2. All right? God bless you. Plus.
Just the part I had. I thought you plus things like this.
All right. So this is a plus right here. So do I have to change anything behind it? No. As long as there's a plus between them, you don't have to change anything behind it. So I'm going to write it out. Negative 2x squared minus 2x minus 2. Alright. Minus 5x squared. This is a minus x plus 2. Negative 2 plus 2. 0. Negative 2x plus negative x.
And then negative 3. X.
Minus 3x. Negative 2x squared plus negative 5x squared. Alright, so how am I going to write this in standard form?
Negative 7x squared minus 3x.
Good. So your final, negative 7x squared minus 3x. Any other questions on the addition and subtraction part?
Maybe number 40.
Hold on. All right. So you should, this one and this one. You should have both of those finished by the end of the day today.
What? All my stuff on one page. Those who you.
All right.
It then started like when it's stopping.
So as long as you didn't do multiplication, you've not started that, you're fine. The addition, subtraction of polynomials, and the identifying polynomials, those are due by the end of the day today. Multiplication, you have until the end of the day tomorrow. It will not be counted late as long as it's turned in by the end of the day tomorrow.
What is
the multiplication. All right. So the first two assignments have got to be turned in by the end of the day today to be not counted late. Multiplication, if it's turned in tomorrow by the end of the day, it will not be late. But then the last day you can turn them in for any credit is Friday. All three assignments must be turned in by Friday. 10% off turned in tomorrow, 20% off turned in Thursday, 30% off turned in Friday. It's a 0 after that. Any questions? Any questions on add, subtract? Multiply?
Yes.
Alright. What's your question on multiplication?
What if it's a Y? Like it's a number, then it's a Y to the third.
Like, what problem?
40.
Problem number 40.
Mm-hmm.
This is, so what number's in front of that Y? How many Y's are there?
4.
How many Y's are right here?
3.
3. Well, how many? You have 3. You have Y cubed. But how many Y cubes do you have?
4.
4?
Let's do it.
Oh.
One.
1.
Oh, you talking about that.
1. So right here, this is a 1. So that's the same as 1. So what's 8 times 1?
Oh, so it's gonna be 8 to the third.
8
8 Y.
Y to the third.
I need to check this part.
All right, any other questions? All right, let me turn the record off.